Hey guys, it's Dr. Brady and Dr. Nick here with Health Lunch. And for some of you, you're probably working at work right now and you may be feeling something starting to creep up in your low back. Maybe it's some tightness, maybe you're dealing with a little bit of pain. We want to give you 7 different exercises you can do right there in your office that'll help open up your hips and your low back so you can start feeling better and living better even while you're at work. Now, one muscle that gets really tight as you're sitting for long periods of time is something called your QL muscle. It's along the back part of your spine, back through here, and I'm gonna show you how to stretch it real quick. So what Dr. Nick's gonna do is he's gonna be sitting in his chair like this. He's gonna take his right arm and he's gonna start reaching it over his opposite side here. Now, one thing you are stretching as you're doing this is you're gonna be stretching the lat, which is through here, but the further you go, you're gonna start reaching into that QL, which is right along the side of the spine here. And sometimes, depending on how you're stretching, you can sort of twist your chest forward, backward, and you'll be feeling it in different spots in your low back that will help target that QL muscle.
Okay, now we're going to show you a stretch that is going to help stretch some of the postural muscles in your lower back, because when you're sitting at your desk all day and those muscles are having to hold you up, they get fatigued. And so what we're going to have Dr. Brady here is he's going to put his legs together and he's going to lean forward and actually hug his knees there. You want to let the head drop with this stretch, and you may even feel the stretch starting from the neck, but it's going to stretch these posture muscles that run along your spine all the way down into the lower back. You're probably going to feel more of a stretch in the lower back if you actually give yourself a little bit of squeeze on the legs.
The next one is the hamstring. Now, hamstrings are tight for a lot of people. If you just stand up from your desk right now and you try to touch your toes and you can't touch your toes, you probably need this stretch. Now, as you're sitting here, as soon as our feet go down like this and we have this little 90-degree angle, the hamstrings are going to be shortened. And if you stay that way long enough, they get tight. So we're going to show you a quick stretch you can do right here in your chair. So what Nick's going to do is he's going to stretch that leg out this way. And what he's going to do is he's going to lift his toes up. And then he's going to go down. He's going to use his hand to reach down and touch his toe. And you should feel a nice pull all the way from your calf all the way back to that hamstring, even into your low back as well.
All right, the next stretch we're going to show you is for the piriformis muscle. That muscle, when it gets tight, can actually affect the sciatic nerve. So if you're sitting all day and you're starting to feel pain radiating down into the legs, it may be because the piriformis muscle is too tight. And so what we're going to have Brady do here is he's going to cross his right ankle over top of the left knee. This will start to pre-stretch the piriformis. From there, make sure you're sitting up really tall and you want to put some pressure downward on the knee. That may be enough stretch for you if the muscle is already tight. But if you're not feeling a good stretch yet, then what he can start to do is lean forward from there, and that stretch just gets deeper and deeper into the glutes. Make sure that you're doing this stretch on both sides so that you keep those muscles symmetrical.
Now, another great stretch for the low back is just doing a simple twist. So when you're in your chair, you have handles usually over here, you have the back side of your chair that you can grab. And what you're gonna do, as Dr. Nick's gonna show us right now, is you're gonna slowly twist your torso over. Now again, with this one, we're not trying to force it, we're not trying to crank it to get some pops or anything like that. What we're doing is we're just doing a gentle stretch as we're starting to lean over. Now, one way to increase this stretch as you're starting to do this is really to focus on your breathing. So once you get to that tight spot in the stretch, you just focus on taking big, deep breaths, help open up the rib cage in through there, and that's gonna help deepen the stretch without having to try to crank it over and causing any more damage as you're doing that.
So another muscle that gets really tight when you're sitting is your hip flexors, because when your hips are at a 90-degree angle, that muscle that runs from your lower back into the hip is actually in a shortened state. So it's very important that you stretch the hip flexor muscles. So the best way to use that, and you can use a chair for stability, is he's going to put, you could do right side or left side first. He's going to have his right foot in front of him here. He's going to keep his back tall, and from there he's going to start to lunge forward, and you can see how his left knee is starting to go behind his body. And you feel that stretch in the left hip there?
Oh yeah.
From there, he can even, if he needs a deeper stretch, raise that left hand overhead. If you need the stability of the chair, feel free to use it. If not, you can start to lean to the opposite side and you'll feel a deeper stretch in the hip. Make sure again that you're doing both sides. Okay, so now we're going to show you how to stretch the quad muscles. The quad muscle is made up of 4 separate muscles, but it makes up this meaty part of the thigh. And so you can use your chair at work for stability if you need to, but what you're going to do is you're going to bring his foot up behind the glutes. You want to make sure that that knee is pointing straight down towards the floor, and then from there he's going to start pulling the heel in towards his glutes. You feel the stretch in the quad there?
Oh yeah.
If you need a deeper stretch in the quad, you can start to pull that knee further back, and you may even feel a little bit of the hip flexor stretch with that as well.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, make sure you click that like button down there. And remember, these are some great exercises you can do anytime you're starting to feel any tightness or pain in your low back while you're at work. And also, if you're brand new to this channel and you like content like this, make sure you click that subscribe button over there so you can stay accessed to our amazing high quality content that we have coming your way. So make sure you click that subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next episode.